First time in North Dakota. It's the only state west of the Mississippi I haven't been to until today. It's beautiful. There's a ton of mosquitoes, so we're gonna be wearing some long sleeves when we go in, finally shoot a deer.
There's a buck.
See him?
Mm-hmm. Good buck. Two of them. They're looking at him.
There. Just sitting there watching this. One was for sure a shooter. The other one was like a nice solid buck. Wonder if they were, I feel like it's too early for them to have bedded, but maybe not. Up there with that. We got to put this 3-piece kayak together. And we're going to take it down to the river so that we can float in tonight. Michael and I are going to float into a spot where I have a pretty good feeling we're going to get a shot at a deer tonight. But it's a big task to get in there, get a deer out via boat as well. And just kind of a lot of logistics. So I've been up since early this morning thinking about it and a little bit anxious, but also really excited because there could be a really big buck back there. I guess it's time to leave. Let's beat the skeets and get out of here.
Hello.
What do you know?
Oh, run around that spirit. What do you know?
Kind of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going in tonight, man.
Let's go, dude.
Yep. I don't know, man. This is not good. Dude, I don't know, but I've probably had half of my tires have been on like Sundays or Labor Days or some day when the tire shop's not open. Can you see it? Oh, like right there? Yeah. Oh. there's a lady at the Dollar General. It's very nice, working the counter, and I was trying to buy tire plugs from her, and they didn't have the little injector piece they were selling there at the Dollar General. So I asked her if she had one. She called her husband. Long story short, he's a mechanic, or previously was, and has a lot of tools. So he's bringing some tools, maybe a torque wrench, and hopefully we can get this tire off. The tire shop has made it way too tight, and I just cannot budge it. So hopefully he'll get it, off there, and we can put the spare on, go hunting tonight, kind of follow through with our plans, because I was starting to feel pretty down there for a little bit. Gotta love early season. Golly. Are you wet?
Yeah, my butt's a little wet.
Yeah, me too. I got a bunch of water. It ain't gonna work.
You don't think?
I don't. Just equipment and everything is just too heavy for it. Alright. You're gonna have to get an inflatable. Let me think about this logistically. I hope you're ready to go exploring. Probably better put your paddle together. Might be our hill right there. We're gonna try to land it right over there. We're on the money. That's insane, dude. Skeeters are wearing her out, which I understand. Come on, Buckies. There's another deer. It's a little doe. It's a doe. Ground scent. Man, I just don't know why that deer flipped out. Let's call it. Ooh.
Probably top 1 or 2, maybe 3 worst, hardest hunts of all time. That's bad, y'all. At the end, Michael lost one of the pieces of the kayak. This is ridiculous, y'all. I don't know if we're even gonna see a buck on this trip while hunting, but those does made it tough on us tonight. They hung around for so long and blew and stuff like that. It just, I don't think anything else wanted to come out. So that was probably pretty sketchy. Probably something I shouldn't do again and probably won't. So I learned my lesson. Thanks to God for keeping us safe during that whole thing. And I'm gonna go home, go to the hotel and get some sleep, some food, regroup, try to find bucks in the morning.
As we pushed later into this trip, we decided to get more aggressive and hunt mornings. Beat up from all the shenanigans of the first few days, we climbed into a tree and started glassing until something happened. I see a buck on the edge of the corn. Stay here and film. might make a move on them tonight or tomorrow morning on the same pattern.
That buck was dead if he'd have stayed on his feet, but he did bed somewhere right in there, I think. It looks like, we kind of looked at the footage, and it looks like he actually went into the grass instead of the corn. So we're going to go back in there this afternoon, set up, and hope mosquitoes don't eat us alive, and he comes out sometime before dark and gives us a shot right there near the edge of the corn.
I'm gonna go up first. I'm gonna take a look.
This is our intern Casey. Sometimes we call him Cupcake, and we're going to stick him in a tree to film with the big lens from a different direction.
He's gonna be around the fence post or inside of it, I think.
Well, that buck didn't come out where we really thought he was going to be last night. I'm guessing what he did was he J-hooked into his bed and kind of went out into that grass a ways, and we just couldn't see him. I mean, that grass is legit. Some of it's 6 foot tall. And I think that he just got to where we couldn't see him in the grass, and then probably walked a ways through that grass, bedded. And then when he came out later that evening, it was further down, and he just ate corn and probably went in there and disappeared. The standing corn has been probably an issue for us this whole trip, but it is a good transition line, and I think that we've seen him there now, a couple of times. So I'm hoping that this morning he's riding down that transition, eating corn, not paying a whole lot of attention, and we can get a little wind gust and stalk up on him and make a shot. So just kind of depends on where he ate beans at last night as to how much success we might have this morning. So it's getting, I can barely see a little bit of sunlight over there, so we're gonna head in here pretty quick and give it one last hurrah.
He's on the other side of the field. The side we were set up in yesterday morning. And if he'd have just walked down the edge of that lake, we would have killed him. I think he's fixing to do that and walk right under Casey over there. We have another camera guy over there that's videoing from another angle, so that when we shoot the deer off the corn this morning, we have 2 really cool angles. But that buck's walking down the edge of the lake right there. Right to Casey. just kind of stinks to put in the work on a property like this early season, have all this corn in and still figure some stuff out, and then just have the flip-flop thing go on. Like, we figured out that there was beans over there, a little tiny plot that those deer were likely destinating at. That was my guess when I first saw them here, like a quarter-mile from that in the morning several days ago. And to have them hanging out in this area, kind of small area, but still so much habitat, as you can see, just makes it difficult to see down into this stuff when it's 5-6 foot tall. So tough property to hunt. I really like hunting these type of properties where I can kind of hone in on a certain particular area and try to figure that deer out. It's just kind of too little too late. What's the deal? He stood up the entire time I saw him. He was in bow range. He stood up right behind that bush, and I just looked over there and he was sitting there staring at me. I thought he saw me, and so I had to freeze. I couldn't move the camera on him or anything. And then he just walked, and he was standing right where we're standing. And then he went behind this tree, and I lost him, and I have no idea where he went. It's bushy. Yeah. Dude, we were set up in this tree yesterday morning. Oh, wow. That's what happens sometimes. Yeah. Maybe we'll see him on the way out. Yeah.